let's talk about what happens when you buy a home or you're buying a home and a hurricane comes. It's been a little while since we've had a pretty serious storm come through, probably Sally, or maybe there was even one that affected us between Sally and now. But either way, it's been a couple of years. So let's talk about when you're under contract to buy a home, you're selling a home, buying a home. What does that look like when you're getting a loan on the property in order to close? All right, so there's a storm that's forming in the Gulf, probably looking like within the next 2 to 3 days, it could be seriously heading over this area, could produce quite a bit of damage. So this is what you need to know. There are basically three key factors here, okay? Number one, your homeowner's insurance. We have started to see, I believe we've only seen one homeowner's insurance carrier actually close so far in the state. Citizens is usually the first. Let me see, all three underwriting programs, Cabrillo Coastal. Okay, so short-term rental homes, Cabrillo Coastal is a huge provider. And then Citizens will probably also close for new business today. And then you will see the rest of the carriers kind of follow suit throughout the week as the storm gets closer. Obviously, you need homeowners insurance to close a loan. But number two, if you have not yet gotten an appraisal done on the property, so if you're getting a loan on a property, have not yet gotten an appraisal done, that is a huge deal, okay? It can actually save the borrower money in some instances, so this is something you may want to try to kind of game plan ahead on. If you've got a close date that is maybe, 3 to 4 weeks out, these are your people just within the last week, 10 days they want under contract, maybe you can have the lender have a communication or a conversation with the appraiser. Hey, why don't you just wait until after the storm passes to go out and do the property inspection? Because they're going to have to notate on the appraisal report, the actual 1007, the 1004, that there is or is not damage. All right, if there's damage, it's obviously going to be subject to, that's got to be fixed, and you'll just need to figure out who's going to take care of that, who's going to manage it, who's going to pay for it. But if there's no damage, then you're just going to be fine. You don't need a reinspection, okay, which is the third part of this whole thing, which is called the 1004D. And at this very moment, of course, I can't remember what D stands for, so we'll just say disaster. The 1004D is basically a form that if an appraisal has already been completed on a property that is closing, it has to be uploaded with the loan to get clear to close, basically stating, hey, there was already an appraisal done, so we got our value, we got our comps, we got rental income, whatever we needed for the actual 1004. So the value came in at this, it was subject to or it was not subject to, but then the hurricane hit, awesome. So the appraiser actually has to go back out to the property and do a 1004D, which is just a property inspection. Health and safety, those are the big concepts you need to keep in mind here. They're just looking for health and safety concerns. They want to make sure, hey, there's nothing wrong with this house, no trees fell on it, the power lines aren't down, there's no broken windows, no active leaks that were there that are there that weren't before. And basically, once they sign that off, you're good to go. You get resubmitted to underwriting, get your insurance bound, and you're clear to close. I would honestly say, let's just say if this hurricane makes landfall Thursday, and let's say it really doesn't wipe anything out, you got a house you're under contract on and you were supposed to close Friday, well, hey, here's the deal. Probably not going to close Friday, but get in touch with your lender, get in touch with the appraiser, see when they can try to get back out, do the inspection, and then just know you're probably going to need, because this is going on with a lot of people, I would say an extension of 3 to 5 days. And that's probably like worst case, just because obviously everybody will be trying to close as soon as possible, provided there's no repairs that actually need to be made. So any questions about any of this stuff, just feel free. Give me a call, shoot me a text, and let's make it a good week. Everybody stay safe. If you need any tips, I'm sending out all of my clients and my entire database, 10 tips that you can do for less than $500 to prepare for a hurricane in this area. So just feel free to reach out. Claim the week. See you.